And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, it's match day, Liverpool taking on West Ham in the next round, or the quarter-final of the League Cup. Of course, there were rounds played yesterday and two sides have already made their way into the next round of the competition. And obviously, if Liverpool do beat West Ham, then they could play a few sides. Sorry, I actually meant three sides have gone through. So those teams are as follows. Fulham, after they beat Everton on penalties. Middlesbrough go through after beating Port Vale away from home. And then Chelsea beat Newcastle on penalties too, which sees this game left, and that's it, with Liverpool versus West Ham, the last to try and get into the semi-finals. So if you're actually looking at it, it's a really good opportunity for us to go on and win a trophy. As I said, Fulham, Middlesbrough, Chelsea. Chelsea would probably say they're the better side, the best side left in the competition. So yeah, a real good opportunity for Liverpool to go and lift another piece of silverware, but that all starts tonight. Just a quick one, guys. We have released our brand new Liverpool Christmas merch drop. We have got the You'll Never Walk Alone, You Filthy Animal tees, along with the You'll Never Walk Alone Christmas tree tee. Do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copiclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. However, guys, in today's video, we're going to do for a few other bits and pieces. As I said, we are going to be going for a bit of injury news. There's a bit with regards to some transfers. There's a massive transfer twist unveiled also. So yeah, quite a few bits and pieces to discuss within the Liverpool space. But let's go through some of the injuries. So basically, as we stated in yesterday's video, it did seem as though McAllister would not be back until the new year. It was expected for him to probably return for this weekend's fixture against Arsenal. However, reports I got wind last night, or yesterday, sorry, should I say, in the morning, that McAllister actually wouldn't be back until 2024, and that has now been confirmed by Pep Lijnders following the release of that video. It basically said it will go into the new year, but that could be possible. We'll plan January 1st, so let's see. He is a player who we miss. You see that in the game sometimes. It was really rushed. He's a player who's really calm. That means now, of course, he will miss the matches against West Ham, Arsenal, Burnley, and then Newcastle as well. So yeah, a big blow. I do think our midfield has been disjointed. I do think there's a lot of problems within our team in recent games, the attack being one of them, but the midfield hasn't been that great either. So to be without Alexis McAllister for these games is a big blow. In other news, guys, of course, Ben Doak as well. He's obviously picked up an injury. Basically, he's picked up the worst update of the day. He requires surgery and can now be out for up to between 3 and 6 months, which is such a shame. I do think Ben Doak has been a fantastic player when he has represented the first team, and as I stated, now he's going to be out for 3 to 6 months, so another huge blow there for him, really, but for us as well. Look, Mo Salah is going away in January, as we already know, to the African Cup of Nations, and Ben Doak would probably see that as an opportunity for himself to try and showcase what he's got. He's impressed in the Europa League. Obviously, he's had an injury recently as well, just returned, but now requires surgery. So yeah, a bit of a blow on his development as well, which is always sad to see. We had something like that with Katie Gordon recently, and you don't like to see the young boys pick up injuries. It's very, very unfortunate, especially when they're progressing well with their development. But yeah, Ben Doak's going to be out for 3 to 6 months after it has been confirmed he's going for surgery. In other news, guys, Ryan Gravenberch is looking better too. Obviously came off at the weekend. Linda said he can train hopefully on Tuesday. A case of fatigue for the Dutchman. So if he's not involved tonight against West Ham, then of course he'll probably be involved at the weekend, or at least available for selection at the weekend. And then lastly, the coach updated us on Diogo Jota, which was more positive, declaring him close. Obviously he's missed the last 6 matches with a hamstring injury. It did state that he will be back for around 2024, sooner rather than later. Some reports were stating that he could be missing till the end of January, but looking a lot closer to January, which is a big boost, especially again with Mo Salah heading away for the African Cup of Nations. We don't want to be without more forward options like Diogo Jota, especially with now Ben Doak out of action also. So there you go. There's a bit of an injury update for you. The worst of the news, of course, being Ben Doak. And then, of course, Alexis McAllister, as we stated yesterday, going to be out as well until January. Now, in other news, guys, with regards to a massive transfer twist, look, we are getting to that time of year now. We are about 10 days away from the actual transfer window opening. And as I stated, despite Jurgen Klopp downplaying stuff, I do expect us to make some additions this winter. Again, I don't think we're too naive to think that we can compete on all fronts without about acquiring more players in this winter window. But basically, with regards to Jorge Schmadtke, it's stated that he is going to be stepping back after the window. Now, Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg, again a journalist we use quite a lot here on this channel, knows a lot about sort of German football and the surroundings of German players, German managers, German sporting directors, if you like. He knows it all with regards to German football and is the go-to man with regards to it. And basically, he stated that he is stepping back from his role as the Liverpool sporting director after this window. So there were plans to maybe try and get him on a full-time basis. However, it is just going to stop at the interim basis, and he's going to be leaving after the January transfer window. As I said, he's been in through the door since May, and it was said that he could extend his deal. However, that is now unlikely, as the reporter said the collaboration is supposed to end. Plettenberg added that all parties value each other and very satisfied with the project, which has involved a summer rebuild of Liverpool's midfield. While they weren't all directly as a result of Schmadtke being around, Liverpool signed 4 players under his watch, all of whom are showing signs that they could go down in successes relative to their respective price tags. Now, who will replace the German? Well, that remains to be seen at this moment in time. There is no names in terms of a sporting director. But yeah, a shame. I think he has had a good hit rate, really, with the players that he's brought in this moment in time. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that he'd probably stay. Whether he's going to directly impact our January transfer business, if he's going to be leaving after the January transfer window, would that suggest that we are going to be making additions? I probably would say so, because then he would be surplus to requirements now. So I do think he's probably going to be doing something, whether that's going to be with Hincapié, whether that's going to be with other players throughout the Bundesliga. It does seem as though we are being linked to those players under his watch, and he's going to be relieved of his duties at the end of January. So that would probably state that we are going to make additions of some sort come the January transfer window, which is good news, but bad news that we're going to be losing Jorge Schmadtke, which again starts this merry-go-round of us looking for a sporting director. I've never seen a football club as much as Liverpool constantly looking for new sporting directors. We've had so many over the last couple of seasons, and we're always in the hunt, in the pursuit to try and find one. But again, that hunt is going to start again after the January transfer window, but let's hope Schmadtke can add some quality between now and then. That's all I've really got for you today, guys, Liverpool fans. Again, a bit of an injury update, of course, back in action tonight, and then of course the news with regards to Jorge Schmadtke. Do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Let me know your score predictions for the West Ham game, and yeah, guys, like and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. It should get very, very busy as we do get into that January transfer window. Remember, guys, we do have the Christmas merch drop available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copeyeclothing.com. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.